Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late August 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get it going immediately and start off nice and smooth with an oracle card. We're going to get right down to business and get an oracle card. What do we got for Leo, my gods and spirit team? Start this reading off here for my friends. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on. That's always very interesting. But let's get it going here. What do we got for Leo, my gods? Talk to me. As we move towards the end of Leo season, if you're on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, I'd just like to offer you all a very happy birthday. And yeah, even if yours just passed, happy birthday from me to you, my friends. Okay, we do have this card that does represent fun. So this could be intriguing in a variety of different ways. I love when this card pops up for a couple of different reasons. Now, before we start dissecting that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, I'd like for you to look up the metaphysical properties of sunstone, acquire one for yourself, and do some crystal healing on that like button for me. You know I appreciate you. Into the reading we go, though. Enough of the plugs. If you look at this card, you see that horse, there's a snow globe, there's various different toys. So this card to me is about cutting loose, having a little bit of fun. For some of you, if times have been a little bit serious, if you've been cramped up, if you have cabin fever, this could be spirit saying like, hey, you need to make some time to have fun in your life. Now, this does also swing back the other way, where it could be too much of an extreme. This could represent you or somebody else you're connected to that might be partying it up a little too much. Life is all about balance, though. Am I right, my friends? So it's important for us to divide our day, divide our times, and make sure we make time for relaxation, refreshment, and enjoyment when we have a card like this. So let's put it down there, especially if life's been a little bland, a little monotonous. Have a bit of fun, my friends. Let's get into tarot. And as I always say, that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. We're going to get you 3 in the upright right here and then intuitively clarify. Let's get a good shuffle for the lovely Leos out there. My gods, what do we got? So, last few weeks for the Leo readings have been a mixed bag, right? It's been up and down, like rough, very positive. So hopefully life hasn't been like that for you recently. Last week's reading was an important warning, and I do believe it was a warning about possible individuals in your circle. So hopefully there's no grimy people around you. But we're going to get you 3 this week. As I always say, energy is always moving. Nothing's ever set in stone. So you only take this how it hits for you, okay? Let's get 3 out here. What's up with Leo? Because this could represent other people in your life too. So, okay, we do have the 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, taking up position number 1. That's an interesting position for that card. And to start this reading off, let's get 2 more. Fiery, yes. Let's get 2 more. Thank you. Okay, so more of the fire here, Leo, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Fire is an element that you're comfortable with, right? Leo, that fire sign. Let's get 1 more. What we got for Leo? Okay, we do have the Ace of Pentacles on the back end. So this reading does kind of emulate what we've been seeing the past few weeks, where it could be up and down, a little bit of a lot of things going on. But we're going to go through this real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first glance, we do have cards that could speak about possible challenges, all right? Once again, we need more detail. But in position number 1, we have the 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. Now, this could represent things that you've gone through in the past. This is somebody that's been through a lot of mess. They don't want to go through it again. This is someone who's very protective of themselves or others. Okay, so this could be you being extra protective of your happiness, extra protective over family, or even yourself, putting a wall up here. In regards to communication, this could be someone you're having issues talking with or getting a point across. So we're really going to want to see what this is about. But like I said, the 9 of Wands is somebody that has some scars to deal with, and don't we all, right? Such is life. But in position number 2, we have the 5 of Wands. So a double dose of this fiery type of energy. And you know I always say when we have fire, that could be good. It could be motivation, passion, drive, desire. But it could also be conflict-based, right? And fire can easily become explosive, right? And engulfing. Now, the 5 of Wands, to me, in its positive sense, it could be someone who's very determined, right? No matter what life throws at you, what tests are coming your way, this person will overcome it, similar to the 7 of Wands. It could represent playfulness, roughhousing. So going back to that fun card, this could be it. But generally, when we see the Five of Wands, we think of conflict, right? People fighting like cats and dogs. So this could be a warning about conflict here. We'll really want to see what it's about, whether it's inner conflict, whether it's conflict with another person, okay? Now, moving to the very back end, we have one of the best cards in the deck. I love the Ace of Pentacles. When I always say all aces are opportunities, the beginning of a cycle, this one in particular, I like to call my card of golden opportunities, where Spirit just puts something up on a silver platter that you just have to pounce on here. This could speak about an influx of money, could talk about new careers, things like that. This is a very stable type of card. So when I see the Ace of Pentacles, this could be some sort of struggle paying off in the end, especially with all this wand and possible conflict. So we're really going to want to see what this is about, right? And as with all the other cards as well. So Leo, let's dive deeper on all this, my friends. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my lovely Leos. What's going on, my guides? Talk to me. What do we got here? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Nine of Wands. And also, if you read tarot yourself, I always like to invite you to please play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages from this spread, you could just drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. All right, Nine of Wands time. What's this wounded warrior doing here? Gods, talk to me. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do have to take care of yourself, Leo, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of you could really need to do some self-care in this time, or pull back and retreat from something or someone. A lot of you could be going through some dicey situations, or spirit testing you in some sort of way. There's nothing wrong with looking out for yourself sometimes, and that's a vibe I'm getting here with the Strength card in reverse. Regenerate, regain your strength. Now, there's a lot of different ways we can do that, right? Some people like to be a couch potato for a while. Some people like to go have fun, like we were talking about. But when I see this Nine of Wands with Strength in reverse, if you feel like you don't have the spoons for something, if you've ever heard that quote, that's okay. Take time to recuperate and regenerate, because this could be some sort of stressful situation. There could be something going on around you, or someone putting a lot of stress, a lot of weight on your shoulders. Nothing wrong with taking care of yourself here. So mind, body, soul, self-care is a big thing here. Self-care, self-preservation, okay? Because we can't give to others unless we're okay, right? We can't help others if we can't feel good ourselves. So we're going to keep it moving. Like I said, this could be some sort of stressful or serious situation you're going through. It's all good. Life serves us various different things, but we're going to see how this plays out, because this might have a very happy ending. So let's go in on that Five of Wands. Why is that Five of Wands here for Leo? Thank you. Hey, there it is. Somebody fighting for their happiness here with that Nine of Pentacles underneath this Five of Wands. No, I could do it on my own. That's this type of vibe. Like, listen, I don't need nobody's help. I don't need no one's assistance. I got this. I will get what makes me happy. I will reach my final goals. There's a huge energy of independence. So maybe some of you are in that mode where you're either craving independence or fighting for your independence or freedom here with the Five of Wands and this Nine of Pentacles, all right? I always say it's not a bad thing to ask for assistance if you need it. But this is someone who is one-track minded, saying like, no, listen, I don't need to share with the world all the different things I'm going through. I don't need to complain about this. I don't need to complain about that. I'll figure it out. I'll handle it. So I feel like it ties into whatever this situation is in the front. Once again, though, I'm feeling like it could turn out well. It could turn out better than we think. Okay, because there might be some pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But this Five of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles, this is someone going through those battles, going through those situations alone, or wanting to, not wanting to involve others. Okay, like this is a lone wolf type of energy, so to speak. So we're going to see what's up with that Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, definitely a different vibe than I've been getting for you recently. And like I always said, this could be you, this could be somebody else you're connected to. You just take it how it hits. Spirit could be saying you could be being rewarded, though. Let's see what's on the back. I don't want to speak too soon. So let's go in on this Ace of Pentacles, then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. See what's up for Leo. Why is this Ace of Pentacles here? Thank you. Yeah, Ace of Swords, beautiful. Some sort of new beginning, remaking yourself. I love it. Ace on Ace, clear thought, clear vision. A lot of you could know what it is you want to accomplish, what it is you want to gain. When we have the Ace of Swords, the Sword of Truth under the Ace of Pentacles. Now, when we get any double ace showing up, clarifying each other in a spread, it's always extremely prosperous and a very positive omen of good things to come. So if you've been really craving some sort of big change, big cycle shift, or wanting to remake yourself in some kind of way, this bodes very well for new beginnings, okay? I don't want to say like something, no, I'm not feeling anything linking to the past here. This is some sort of new cycle, new beginning here, new venture. This is very, very fresh. But once again, this is an extremely positive omen I'm feeling here on the back end. Now, if you don't see what your final goal is, if you don't see what that payoff, that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is, this alignment is Spirit asking you to like, hey, look at it clearly, look at it honestly, and use your intellect to plot a course, to make a plan. Okay, especially with what we were seeing here in the beginning. But this is something paying off in the end for sure. I love it. I really like it. So, Leo, there's a lot of blessings here in this spread, which I like. Now, let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the 9 of Wands with the Strength card in reverse, the card that represents you. Maybe you're bumping heads with another Leo. That happens from time to time, right? Lion against lion. But if that's not it here, there's nothing wrong with a little self-care and self-preservation. This could be you either needing or wanting to retreat a little bit, which is never a bad thing. Take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. Another vibe I was getting here, a lot of you could be going through certain sticky situations, dicey situations, serious ones that are putting a lot of weight on your shoulders. Either someone or something is putting a burden on you, okay? In the center, or maybe that's someone you're connected to. But in the middle, we have the 5 of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles in the upright. Lone wolf type of energy, independent type of energy. That could be something you're trying to gain your independence. But I do get the vibe of somebody trying to handle an issue on their own, not ask for help, not ask for assistance. Like, listen, why am I going to bother people with these issues? I'll handle it on my own. That's the vibe I'm picking up here. So do with that what you will. But still, very positive as we move through this reading, regardless of what we have in the front. On the back end, we have Ace on Ace, the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in the upright. Seeing things clearly, knowing what your end goal is extremely important. So if you do, kudos. If you don't, Spirit wants you to define that. So this is beautiful, something paying off in the end for sure. I really like it. New beginnings here on the back end. Let's get you one shadow card, and please take a screenshot of that if you'd like to look into it further. Okay, let's get one shadow card for Leo, please. Whether it's new or old, what's in the shadows for my lovely Leos? And I always like to say, this is my favorite way to end off every reading. Look at the reverse side of the coin. Nothing wrong with going within, right? Because that's what tarot is meant to do, right? Let's go within. What's in the shadows for Leo? My God, talk to me. Just end this reading nice and smooth for my friends. Okay, yeah, this is something you're going to want to watch out for, because remember, we have the 5 of Wands in the main part of the spread. We have the 5 of Swords showing up here in the shadows. So that conflict, head-butting type of vibe is showing up once again. Now, when the 5 of Swords shows up in the shadows, remember, we're looking at the darker side of this card. This could represent somebody you're linked to that's a bit narcissistic. Narcissistic personality disorder comes up with this card. Or this could be someone that's been extremely cold and emotionless to you. So that's something you need to watch out for. Like I said in the spread itself, there's nothing wrong with looking after yourself, doing some self-care. But like everything in life, there's balance. This is self-care taken to the extreme where somebody becomes selfish. Okay? And if not, this is a big warning about conflict, right? Like somebody who's cold bumping heads with you. So watch out for this. Life's all about balance. I feel like that's the main part of this spread. So Leo, that's what I have for you, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit you think is the most positive, whether it's Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love to you. and I'll see you next time.